Let me tell you about a man. You don't know his name, but I have a feeling you know him. You may have seen him this morning in the mirror. It's late. Later than he meant to be driving. He's up on one of those mountain roads, two narrow lanes, no street lights, and a guardrail on the right that just disappears into nothing. And the fog has rolled in thick, the kind that swallows your headlights 10 feet past the hood. His hands are locked on the wheel at 10 and 2, knuckles white, shoulders up around his ears, leaning forward, squinting into the grey, trying to see a road that simply will not let itself be seen. Now, here's the thing, friend. That man on that road, he's a picture of how most of us are trying to live. White-knuckling the wheel, squinting into a future we cannot see. Worn out from trying to steer a road that was never really ours to control. And 3,000 years ago, a father wrote a few words to his son that speak right into that car. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Everybody knows the verse. Almost nobody knows the road it walks you down. So let's take that road tonight, all the way home. Now, our friend on the mountain has a problem, and believe it or not, it isn't the fog. It's that the only person he has ever really trusted is himself. And Scripture has a blunt little word for that, Proverbs 28:26. Whoever trusts in his own heart is a fool. Ooh, I know. Stay with me. We have all been handed the same bumper sticker advice the world keeps repeating. Follow your heart, trust your gut. And sometimes, sure, that works out fine. But your heart, friend, is also the part of you that's exhausted and afraid at midnight on a foggy road, making lifetime decisions it has no business making all by itself. And here's exactly why trusting himself keeps failing him. The prophet Jeremiah put words to it, Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man who walks to direct his own steps. That's the fog, isn't it? He can see 10 feet of road. He cannot see the switchback coming, can't see the deer, can't see the clearing just past the next ridge. But somebody can. Somebody is standing high above that whole mountain, watching the entire road at once. And the smartest thing this white-knuckled man could possibly do is admit it. And somewhere on that dark road, he does something he hasn't done in years. He starts to talk out loud to God. Not the tidy prayer he'd say in a pew, the real one, the angry one, the scared one. And wouldn't you know it? That is precisely where trust begins. Psalm 62:8. Trust in him at all times. Pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Notice, it does not say clean yourself up first. It says pour it out. The whole messy thing. To the one person in the universe who can actually carry it, he quits performing and he starts pouring. And once his hands are finally empty, he can do the very thing he's been unable to do for years. He can let go. Psalm 37:5. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will act. Now catch those last 3 words, he will act. This is not throwing up your hands and quitting. This is handing the wheel to a far better driver and then watching him move. How many nights had this man prayed and then snatched the worry right back off the altar and gripped it till sunrise? Not tonight. Tonight he commits the road. And friend, he leaves it committed. Now, don't hear what I'm not saying. Letting go does not mean he drops his hands and shuts his eyes. There's a balance here, and it's a beautiful one. Proverbs 16:9. In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. He still steers, still plans the trip, still reads the map and makes the turns. He just holds all of it now with an open hand, because some of the finest places he will ever arrive will come by way of a detour he never in 100 years would have chosen. But here's where the trust gets tested, because the next stretch of road drops off into total dark. And listen, anybody can trust when the sky is clear. Real trust only shows up when your hands are still shaking. Isaiah 12:2. Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. Say it with me. I will trust and not be afraid. Not, I feel nothing. Oh, he feels it. The fear is riding right there in the passenger seat, but he chooses to lean anyway. And when you keep choosing that, season after season, something begins to grow down inside you that the dark cannot touch. And the Bible paints the most gorgeous picture of that something. Jeremiah 17, blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. He will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. Do you see it? Same heat, same hard, dry year. Everybody around him is wilting, and he is still green. Not because the drought skipped his address, because his roots finally went down deep enough to reach the river. And up out of those deep roots comes the rarest thing in all the modern world. Watch his shoulders come down off his ears. Watch the grip on the wheel go soft. Isaiah 26:3. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. Perfect peace. Not the absence of the fog, the presence of something steadier than the fog. Because anxiety, friend, is just the mind running laps around a road it cannot control. And peace is that same mind, finally resting in the hands of the one who already holds the whole mountain. And how on earth can he rest like that? Because of a promise older than his fear. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. He still cannot see the end of the road, but somebody drew the whole route before he ever backed out of the driveway, and every mile of it bends toward good. You do not have to understand the plan to trust the one who drew it. And then there it is, through the last of the fog, a light. The road levels out under his tires, and the oldest song of trust ever written rises up to meet him. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And that, friend, is where the road was always headed. Not to a life with no valleys, to a life where he never has to drive a single one of them alone. He began the night gripping that wheel, leaning on his own understanding, terrified of a road he couldn't see. And 1 mile at a time, 1 verse at a time, he learned to let a shepherd lead him. Through the fog, through the valley, all the way home. That is the whole journey, tucked quietly inside one famous verse. It starts by admitting your own heart can't carry the whole load, because you can only see 10 feet of road. So you pour it out honest, you commit the way, and you leave it committed. You keep steering, but you hold it loose, and you choose to trust, even while you're shaking. And over time, your roots run deep, like that tree by the water, and a peace you cannot explain settles over a mind that has finally stopped running, because it's resting in a plan kinder than your fears, led by a shepherd who walks you all the way home. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Now, you know the road it walks, so take the verse that found you tonight and carry it with you into this week. And if you'd like to keep walking roads like this one day after day, then subscribe and come along, because there is new wisdom here every single day.